malfunctions along these lines. If it doesn't go bang, load it, right? Same thing with the pistol. If that doesn't fix it, then we unload it and load it. We know how to load, we know how to unload. We've got everything we need. There just might be a couple of extra steps involved in unloading the rifle according to what type malfunction you have or how vicious that malfunction is. But the rifle will tell you what you need to do if you know how to speak rifle. Alright, so we're going to talk about the different malfunctions. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. The rifle will tell me what I need to do. So I come up on target and I press the trigger and it doesn't go bang. I need to load it. Finger off the trigger. I tap and tug on the mag to make sure it's seated. I cycle the charging handle aggressively to load it. So a type 1 malfunction, which is either no round of ammo in the chamber or it could be a bad round of ammo in the chamber, loading it fixes that problem. Everybody with me?
Yep.
I come off the trigger, I tap and tug on the mag to make sure it's seated, then I cycle the charging handle aggressively to load it. The type 2 malfunction, you'll see this every once in a while on an AR, but it's not real common. Usually type 2 rolls right into type 3. I come up on target and I press and it doesn't go bang. What's my response?
Load it.
Off the trigger, tap and tug on the mag, cycle it to load it. Everybody with me so far? The type 3 malfunction would be what people call a double feed. I end up with a round or empty piece of brass, usually it's an empty piece of brass, and it gets jammed up trying to feed that fresh one in there.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Okay, so I come up on target and I press and it doesn't. What's my immediate response?
Load.
And how do I do that?
Tap the magazine.
Off the trigger.
Off the trigger.
Tap, tug.
Charging in.
That tells me right there it didn't work. So now I need to unload. The rifle just told me I tried to load it. It ain't working. I need to unload.
Yep. I
grab the mag, strip it out. How many times do I cycle the charging handle?
3.
And I load it. Everybody with me?
Yep.
Sometimes on the type 3, those cases will be wedged in there so tight that when I cycle the charging handle, it doesn't clear it. Y'all with me?
Mm-hmm.
So I come up on target, I press, and it doesn't go bang. My immediate response is off the trigger, tap, tug. That tells me that didn't work. Watch me, and then you can make notes.
Yeah.
I need to unload it. I strip the mag. Imagine I'm cycling the charging handle, but it's not working. The rifle's telling me I need to lock the bolt to the rear. This is how we lock the bolt to the rear, right? Mm-hmm. Now imagine when I lock it to the rear that the trash doesn't dump out. I reacquire the grip, left hand fingers up in there, get the trash free. I need to still cycle it to make sure the chamber's clear, and then I load it, except I got an empty mag. Yep. So I attempted to load, that didn't work. I unloaded, except the trash wasn't coming out. The rifle's telling me I gotta lock the bolt to the rear and then get the fingers in the mag well. I feel something drop free, but remember it's not unloaded till I make sure the chamber's clear by cycling it one more time. Otherwise, I could just be setting up another malfunction. The Type 4 malfunction, case stuck in the chamber, we saw that earlier today, right?
Yep.
Then there is a Type 5. You don't see these very often. They pop up every once in a while. When you're manually setting them up, they never do exactly the way they do in real life, so you might have to use your imagination. There you go. Bolt override. And you end up with a piece of brass or ammunition on top of the bolt carrier. All right, so I come up on target, I press, it doesn't go bang, immediate response, off the trigger, tap, tug, cycle. Now, when this usually happens, the charging handle will have some free play on it, like more than that. The rifle's telling me I got a bolt override. I need to remove the magazine. Now, I have to get this finger in front of the bolt. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
I pull the charging handle to the rear. I hold the bolt to the rear, shove the charging handle forward. That makes sense. I would practice malfunctions a bunch. Number one, malfunctions are always unexpected. Could be the first shot, second shot, third shot. Like I know if I've been shooting for a while, I'm about to have to reload. Malfunctions are always unexpected.
So one malfunction I had was the brass actually chipped where the extractor was. So there was nothing we put
That
on
would
the
be
cycle.
more of what we call a jam versus a malfunction.
Sure.
A malfunction, I can apply a corrective set of actions and get it to shoot again. A jam or a breakage takes time and tools to fix.
Sure.
In a self-defense type application, which is greater? Your chances of having to reload or having to clear a malfunction?
Reload.
Clear malfunction.
Why did you say that?
With most self-defenses, you don't have, there's not a whole lot of rounds being thrown down range. It's over pretty quick. There's always a chance for malfunctions.
Yes, sir. So your chances of having to clear a malfunction are a lot greater than your chances of having to reload pistol and carbine. I would practice malfunctions a lot. They're always unexpected. The chances of having to, empty reload is probably not going to be the deciding factor in your fight. A malfunction may very well be. Then, having said all this and worked on empty reloads and all that kind of stuff, if you're within handgun distance and you have a stoppage in the rifle, whether it's empty or a malfunction, your quickest response is going to be transitioning to that handgun. It'll be at least 50% quicker than anything else you can do. we don't really have time to get into all of that today. So, everything on the malfunctions makes sense? It's really simple if, number one, you practice it, right? And you pay attention to what the rifle is telling you. All right, cool. So here's what I need you guys to do now.